What's going on, everybody? Gluttony here, in front of the camera for the first time. Probably gonna be one of the last. Not really too crazy about it, but as you can see by the logo on that side or that side, whatever side it ends up on, we're doing an unboxing, and we're doing an unboxing of the Astro TR headset with MixAmp Pro. Now, I'm not sponsored by Astro. Obviously, I'm way too small, and honestly, I don't know if I ever want to be sponsored by anybody. It'd be great to get things, but I don't want to feel obligated to give good reviews on something just because someone sponsors me. I don't know if that's how they work, but that's all I know is that's not something I want to do. But here it is. Now, I had the standard Astro A40 with MixAmp, and let me tell you something, it was great. I loved it. I'm just getting in, I shouldn't say I'm just getting into YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for a couple of months now, and I've been gaming for a long time. I had Turtle Beaches, and I loved them until I got my Astro. Sound quality was so crazy. One of the problems with Advanced Warfare was you couldn't sound whore. With the Astros, you could. You could, through the MixAmp, you could hear footsteps, you could hear exo movements, clean, crisp, you could tell where they were coming from, and it was great. Alright, so let's get right into it. Beautiful packaging. A lot of information on their packages. And we're going to try to cut this open without damaging the packages or cutting ourselves, because we're a little klutzy sometimes. And it's almost there. There we go. There we go. Boom. They even do artwork on the inside of the package. You know, that's quality because it shows pride. You know, they care about their product to the point that they're doing something that most people are never going to recognize. And I don't know if it'll show up on the camera, but you can see they have more artwork on the package itself. Nice little pull tab. We open it up, and the first thing we see is the headset. Now we're going to push this over to the side for right now. When I first put the headset on, I'm going to be honest, it was uncomfortable. Not that the headset was uncomfortable, but I was so used to my Turtle Beaches that cupped my ears, and literally the cushion fit on top of my ear. The Astros have a very deep cushion and a very large cavity for it. Your ear actually fits inside it, and it feels weird. If you're not used to this kind of a headset, it feels really weird. One thing cool about the Astro TRs, everything's magnetic, so you can pull the earpiece off. They make mod kits. They have it ships with a cloth. They sell a leather covered one separately. Personally, I don't think I would go with leather. I just feel like it would make the area around my ears sweat too hard. You can see the markers. I don't know if you can see the markers. Let me zoom in here. You can see the little markers on the side of the adjustment bars. It's great because once you get it, if you're not the only person that is playing on your system or on your headset, you could look at it and say, okay, I'm at a 4. I'm at a 4 bar. So if someone comes in, adjusts your headset, you can look at it and be like, oh, I'm going to get it back to where it needs to be. Boom, done. Like with the other Astros, the back panel, or I should say the side panels, are removable as well. And the speakers are an open speaker system, so sound does come out of here. If you have other people in the room, they will hear it. Now, one of the things I was reading is with the TRs, when you snap that in, it becomes a closed system. It seals it. I don't know. I won't know until I hear it. But I'll take the plastic off, because as soon as this unboxing is done, I will be using these. And they are really nice. As much as I don't normally spend money to on the little add-ons and stuff, I think I might get the Black Ops add-ons just because they are pretty cool. Now, one thing that's cool is that's your speaker input, and that's your plate for your, or microphone input, and that's your plate for your microphone. They have it on the other side as well. So if you want the cord on your left but the mic on your right, you at least have that option. You're not stuck trying to flip the headset around to the way it's not supposed to be. And we'll pop that back on there. And for right now, we will set these, you know what, let's set these right back in the box, because I do not want them getting damaged. Now, I said I had the models before. I actually took them back. I only had them for a couple weeks. So I didn't feel bad about taking them back. Here's the MixAmp. You have your large volume control, which controls all volume. But you also have your mixer control, which separates, and let me get this plastic off. And unfortunately, it means I'm going to leave fingerprints all over it. The mixer separates out between your gain and your voice. Now, you have an EQ, you have a mute. There's 4 different modes. I don't remember the 4 different modes. The one mode that I used was for first-person shooting, which I never changed it off of because that's what I primarily play. There is an optical in to come from the game system. There is the USB. There is a stream out. On the bottom, these 2 ports right here are, if you go to a LAN party, you can daisy chain right to another TR. You don't have to, there's 0 lag. Here's your headset. Here's an auxiliary port. If you want to listen to music while you play, something like that is great. Now, with the prior MixAmp, you could hook up the stream port to your computer so that everything you hear, stream hears. Unfortunately, if you want to listen to music and you're streaming to YouTube or you're making a YouTube video, that's not good because you can get hit with a copyright strike unnecessarily. It's not something you intended. You didn't try to steal someone's music. You just happen to be listening to it. From what I read, you can change that here. You can dictate what comes out of the stream port. So you could say only chat audio comes out of the stream port, where your recording software is already capturing the game audio, so you have that in a separate track, which is great because then you can adjust the levels. Sometimes your voice is not as loud as others, so it's great to have that flexibility. Of course, last but not least, we have our little manual, our little instructions. Do not return it to the store. I totally did. And the mic. Now, this is one thing I find an issue is unboxing, taking the mic out. I feel like I'm going to break it because it is flexible and the packaging is really good, so it keeps it tight in place. I notice with the standard TRs though, I would flex the mic to put it in position and in a couple of seconds it would be straight back out. Now, the mic is a directional mic, so it's only going to pick up which way it's focusing on, which is great because it doesn't pick up a whole lot of background sound. And we have our optical cable, which, did they change that? Oh, they did. That's nice. So, with the prior MixAmp, the optical cable had a proprietary cable end on it. It actually looked like a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, but it was an optical. It's just a standard optical jack, so if something happens to this cable, I can just go buy another one, which shouldn't happen. If you're spending this kind of money on a headset, take care of your stuff, but accidents do happen. So it's nice that you can go out and buy a new cable. It's a daisy chain cable, which I'll probably never use. I don't plan on taking it to a LAN party. This is your headphone cable, and something's different with this versus the standard, and it's this piece right here. This is your mute button. It's just a little button you push, where the other one was a toggle switch. You actually had to slide it back and forth. And the toggle switch was kind of a pain. As you can see, the edge of my desk is here, and that's where the toggle would be. So if I moved every once in a while, I would actually flip the toggle switch. Also with the TR, the MixAmp will change colors when you mute, indicating that it's muted. So that's nice as well. You know, you'll have a visual representation as well as knowing, hey, you know, no one hears me. So we're going to wrap these back up, put it back in the case. And last but not least, we have our USB cable. I don't feel like I need to unwrap that. I'm sure you guys know what a USB cable looks like and is for. And that is to connect your game console or PC to your MixAmp. You know, it powers the MixAmp, but it also sends the chat data over the MixAmp. And of course our instruction manual, which I'll read through just to see if there's anything new. Now, one thing that is new along with this is, we are here, nope, you go on top. There's accompanied software as well, and I'm looking for the name of it just so I don't butcher it and get it wrong. Where are we? It is the Game Commander Genie, and that's what allows you to reprogram the MixAmp. Like I said, I really love the sound of the TR headset. One thing not the TR, the A40 headset, and I'm sure I'm going to love the sound on here. With the PlayStation 4, there was some problems with the mic quality, where not that you could hear it, but people on the receiving end would hear just a very staticky mic. And you ended up having to buy an auxiliary cable, and do I have it here? It was basically an Xbox monitor microphone cable, and it was a 3.5 inch. Here it is. 3.5 inch on one side, 2.5 inch on the other. You know, and you would have to plug it into the mic jack and plug it into your controller. And it was kind of a pain, but it was the easiest workaround. And once you did that, the mic quality was fantastic. You know, all the guys I played with said it was great. Loud, because it picks up everything from your voice. It doesn't pick up the ambient sound, but it picked up my voice so clear everyone could hear it. I'll do a little bit of an overlay just so you guys can hear the sound, and we'll go from there. Well, the mic's all hooked up. Hopefully it sounds good to you, because it sounds good to me. That's comfortable like the other one. Definitely giving it a thumbs up. I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. Keep in mind, this was my first one. Till next time, everybody, this is Gluttony, and I'm out.